Welcome to our second episode. This is Soju Bros, and I'm Peter.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Nick.
Last time we recorded our first episode, we realized that bringing our exact topic for the episode is a better option. So we bring our exact topics. Can you start our first topic,
sure.
Ben? Yeah.
Okay, Miss Peter.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we're gonna talk about the best spring spot in Korea, especially in Seoul, because we are Seoul citizens, right? So, I'm gonna tell you about the Yoinaru at the Han River. You can go to the Han River by subway on 5th line, and then have you ever experienced
Yeah, I've
there?
been there, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't had a picnic there, but I've
who?
visited. I haven't had a picnic there, no.
Oh.
I've just visited and walked around
walk around with who? Like by yourself?
by myself.
By yourself. Oh,
Yes.
man.
By yourself?
The spirit of Korea and me.
As I know, your hometown is a little bit distant from that Han
Yoinaru.
River, the Yoinaru Park.
His hometown.
Oh, it's close.
It's not that far from it, but like maybe
It's
tough
close.
to walk around through.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah,
Last time I
whatever,
went
man.
there, the river was
Uh-huh.
still a little bit frozen.
Yeah.
Was it like winter
right,
season?
Yeah.
Winter season, right.
I've never seen a frozen river before, so I went there just for that.
Yeah. So when it comes to enjoying spring Korea, Yoinaru at the Han River is my top recommendation.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what?
Why?
On pleasant days in spring and fall, I love laying out a picnic mat on the grass at Yoinaru.
So like
With a
there's
girl?
maybe because like
I love my friends. That's all, yeah.
because like in the spring season in Korea, there's a bunch of couples walking down
Yeah,
the streets,
yeah.
right? When you walk down the
It's very
street, like when you look around,
couple-orientated.
when you go to theater as well, like any places, there are a whole bunch of couples in there.
Mm.
They're cute, but I feel
Cute?
I mean, they're actually cute, but I feel some sad sometimes. Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not right now.
Oh, fuck.
But whatever, man.
I
like-
have not been right now.
But in Yoinaru, like you mentioned before,
Yeah.
Yoinaru, there are a bunch of like not only couples but like bunch of friends and people doing picnics as well, and even families. And the beautiful cherry blossom is all over the bunch.
Yeah,
of places.
right, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I see a lot of people selling toys
Oh right,
and stuff.
right.
Yeah,
right.
like these weird little, like dart things have little lights in them, and you throw them in the air, or they're like slingshots.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
You're an expert.
Yeah.
This is so Korean thing.
Yeah, I've never seen it before.
So,
Right.
are you willing to buy them? No. No, right?
mean-
no.
I mean, what am I going to do with a light up slingshot thing? Like,
right.
I'd just look like a weirdo.
It's like meaningless.
I'd
right?
shoot it at people, but then I'd just be strange.
It's so meaningless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They look fun though.
Yeah, they look fun, but
But for me, the best part, you know what? That you can order anything you want: fried chicken, pizza, or any other food, and a delivery driver will bring it right to you.
yeah, through the application, right?
Yeah, near like
Mm.
convenience store or the
Right.
toilet. You
There's
know
a
what, yeah.
there's a pizza place in the park, isn't there? Like a Mum's Touch.
Mom says.
Oh yeah,
Pizza
there's
place?
yeah, there's also there's like bunch of places.
Mm.
They can it
We don't know
do
the
services for deliveries. Right?
where they are located in, but we just
But
only
they do
yeah,
deliver.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I mean, there's a Mum's Touch right next to one of the main exits.
Right, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Well. Yeah, right.
Yeah. You're Korean?
I mean,
I have no idea.
They do have it. They do have it.
it's your
yeah.
favorite place.
Uh-huh. For you, I got the new information in Korea. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's also convenience stores nearby, along with food trucks selling roasted chicken and pork.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried that one? I think Nick
No.
never have tried that one but it's okay.
Not from there, no.
But soon we're gonna take you there.
Yeah.
With soju, right?
Next festival.
Yeah, next festival with soju.
Outdoor
Of course.
podcast in
Outdoor
Han River.
podcast. Maybe we cannot record it because it's so loud.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, 건배. Yeah, 건배.
짠, like that.
It's like a favorite spot for whenever there's a fireworks show.
Yeah, it is.
I went there for that. There was hundreds of thousands of people. It was
Hundreds
crazy.
of,
Last
like,
year.
the whole
Mm.
place is packed, right?
Yeah.
So, like,
He went there.
he went there.
So I
In
was
spring? In spring?
No,
oh,
no,
no,
yeah.
it was like fall or winter.
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was spring. Yeah,
Spring? Oh.
So
I can't remember. Maybe October.
I was like that time, like be careful. But he said, "No, I'm okay." Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it wasn't like dangerous levels.
Yeah,
There's
it's not dangerous, but
there's
like
police everywhere
and a whole pack of people just
Yeah.
hanging out with their friends
and like traffic
families.
marshals making sure
Right.
people don't get too bunched up.
Right.
Yeah. But the crowd was more impressive than the fireworks.
A whole bunch of people.
But
Yeah.
but Peter and me have never gone there, right? For safety, you went there before?
No, I've never been there, but I've at that time,
You've been to the park?
yeah, I've been to the park, but like the festival thing, I've never been.
Oh, the fireworks, yeah.
But at the same time, when the firework festival is happening near the Han River, I was playing soccer with my friends, and I listened the sound of the people who are yelling and like crowds are like
In
you know,
Yeouido.
in Yeouido, and also like the big fireworks sounds.
Firework.
Like it's like
Firework.
I mean like the fireworks explode, the sounds of the explosion of the
Yeah,
fireworks.
right.
And I can listen through when I was playing soccer with my friends, and I was like, "Oof, there's a fireworks festival isn't happening, right?"
Good place to have an apartment
Yeah,
because they've like there's some apartments that the buildings are so tall they're at the same level as where the
Right.
fireworks are exploding.
yeah, so
Yeah,
they can
yeah.
look around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
I'm not that boozy guy, so I cannot experience that.
Oh yeah, no one can. Yeouido is a very
Yeah,
special
Very
one.
special,
Yeah.
very rich special guys can be there. Well, whatever, man.
Got to be
Yeah.
a surgeon.
So we are talking about the Han River, like the
Mm.
on the grass with drinking.
Yeah.
But you know what? In some countries, drinking alcohol outdoor is restricted,
Yeah.
yeah,
such
right.
as U.S. or I forgot, but yeah, U.S.
Yeah, some
especially U.S.
countries,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
But in Korea, you can freely enjoy soju, beer, or whatever you want in public places.
Yeah, even
Yeah.
even I'm not sure nowadays, but like a couple years ago, like even me, I was drinking soju with my friends when you're walking on the street
Yeah.
in my hometown. Yeah, it's totally fine. It was totally
Yeah. It's different in Australia. Like you can do it in parks
Mm-hmm.
and things, but walking around the street, some places they restrict it.
Oh really?
Like in Queensland or Brisbane.
So
Mhm.
like depending on the states.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you walk through the city,
How about
They,
your
like-
states, which is located in Canberra?
I think maybe if you walk through like the city centre, you might get
City center, yeah. I mean, no,
talked
yeah.
to. Yeah, you might get spoken to by the police, but
Downtown.
yeah, but in like suburban areas,
Mm-hmm.
where like it's a common thing for people to, like a father will take their kid in a pram
Mm-hmm.
and like the dog for a walk, and they'll bring a couple of beers.
It's super fine, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, super fine.
it's like a really common thing to see.
Yeah, I mean,
Like they just want to get away from their wives.
I mean, like even police, they don't need to engage in this
Yeah.
situation. Like
You're looking for it if you're a cop, really.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
what harm are you causing just walking around?
drinking beer and
Drinking and walking. Like
yeah,
what's
and
the
walking.
crime?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
beautiful thing. I like it.
It's a beautiful thing. Yeah.
And as I know, in Australia, if you're tipsy or overall drunk like that, like a drunk like that one, you're not allowed to enter the bar
Oh yeah,
by secretaries.
I heard
yeah.
like if you're super heavy drunk, you're not allowed to drink.
Yeah,
in some bars.
You have to be like super drunk, like not able to walk straight
So,
level
like,
of drunk.
You should pretend to be like normal, right?
Mm. Yeah, that's like a skill people develop. Like I've met people that were so drunk they couldn't even. You know, when people are so drunk their eyes don't like focus on you. They
Yeah,
like focus past you.
eyes are like moving, right?
I've met a couple of people that they could be that level of drunk,
Yeah.
and you say, okay, we're gonna go to the next place. Show me sober face, and they'll just and they can just turn it on, and they look, they just look perfectly sober.
They pretend to be sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thankfully we
Yeah,
are
it's a
sober,
skill.
right? We are
Mm.
sober because our name is Soju Bros. We already drink soju each bottle at least, right?
Experienced.
Yeah. It's way better than before, right?
Yeah. So have you ever experienced like that to pretend like sober?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, like, I can handle it pretty well, so I don't have to worry about it so much. But they often, like the bouncers
Mm-hmm.
for bars and nightclubs, they'll often ask you, like, how many have you had? And I would always say, like, 4 or 5. Because it's like,
It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, if you say none, then you're obviously lying, and they'll just throw you out for the sake of it.
Right. But 5?
But 5, it's like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
When really I've
okay.
had like 15.
I know you're very alcohol tolerant because like we
Mm.
had soju's bunch of different times and you're a heavy drinker, man.
Yeah, when I need to
He
be.
he's drinking like fish.
I all the time I feels like last of the last, like maybe 3 or 4 a.m. I feels like who are these guys? Like this is crazy people. Like
Well, I
drink
feel like
heavy.
I don't always do that. I feel like sometimes the company that I'm with affects things.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so when I drink with Nick, we always see the sun rising.
Yeah, like what I remember all the time, like based on my memory.
Yeah.
because I'm not sure I can memorize it well, but based on my memory, I can feel it all the time. Like when we drink, like I'm almost suffering and dying. Like, what are these guys? Like this is crazy. Like this is. I've never drink this amount without you guys. Like other guys, I always drink much, and then these guys are like suffering, and then let's go back to our home, and like, okay, then let's go back to our home. Goodbye. But you guys, with you guys, like always me saying that, like. I'm
I think
suffering
it's
right
just
now.
like I think it's the conversation. Like if
Right.
you're, I think a lot of the time, if you're having a good time and you're chatting a lot, it distracts you from how drunk you are.
Yeah,
Like sometimes I'll go to the bathroom or whatever, and I look in the mirror and be like, "Oh Jesus, I'm fucked."
right.
Like, you don't realize when you're sitting at the bar.
It always distracts
Let's-
because like
yeah.
like in Korean terms we say 좋사 좋시, which is like
Such a see.
좋은 사람 좋은 시간, which is good people and good time, because it kind of distracts you when you're super heavy drunk and then you don't realize you're drunk. Like
Yeah,
I feels good because of good people, good conversation, like
Mm.
whatever, right?
I remember that used to be like the best feeling when I was a teenager. You go to parties, and you'd like see yourself in the mirror and be like, "Oh, I'm drunk." Back when it was still cool just to be drinking at all, because you're like 16.
Right.
Is that a thing in Korea? Do people like underage drink much?
By then, me, we drunk when we were in high school. We drink a lot, but of course it's illegal. But like, even elders kind of allow like don't drink too much or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Only for a small amount of
yeah.
beer.
Just like tip of
Mm.
the glass. It's okay. Like, I mean, like it's not okay if you drove a car, but at least if you don't drive a car, it's super fine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you guys are talking about the alcohol. So what kind of alcohol would you make at Han River? Can you guess?
I think best option in the Han River. I mean, like Yoinaru. You mentioned
Yeah,
before.
right now.
Maybe
It's my real thing. Yeah.
maybe it's, beer is a better option, or at least beer with soju, like somek. Also say we mix it up with soju and beer.
Okay.
Somek is a better option because we usually, like you said, like your personal experience, we basically buy chicken or an order for
Or pork like
order
that,
a
yeah.
pork or chicken for delivery, and they brings it. But while they brings it, like if you order soju, like oh no, kind of like it's too heavy for some people, right?
Yeah.
Especially, I don't want to say this, but like some people who are not really alcohol tolerant, like these
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
like but we would mostly when you go to Yoinaru in spring season for picnic, we go there for like hanging out, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Or if you're a couple, you can go dating, or if you're family members also. If you are a father or mother, you should bring your family members, right? So you or your partner should drove a car or whatever. You should take care of your family. So I think like drinking soju is like too much in spring season, especially in Yoinaru. Maybe
Yeah.
drinking a beer or drinking a beer with mix it up with soju, like somek, is a better option, I think.
I've only ever seen people drinking beer or wine. Even I
Wine
see some people
too,
bring their
yeah.
own like wine glasses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they were like fancy people.
Fancy people.
Yeah, it's usually just beer,
Yeah, mostly a beer, right?
and all the bins are like by the end of the evening, like 6 p.m. like the bins are just piled with beer cans.
Those are stacked, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry. we drank some bottles of soju today previous to this podcast.
Oh, whatever, man. Like,
Yeah.
could-
Yeah, so we're a high tide, like
I mean, like we're
high
not
tension,
we're not that high, but like we feel
a little
good.
bit high
Yeah, we feel good.
than the previous episode. Yeah, because you know I was so weighted that I couldn't speak anything else. Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever, man.
Okay.
Could you continue?
Okay, so returning this topic, in the dark, just by feeling, I can make my own somme.
Ah.
Yeah,
When you
because
go
I'm
to
a
the
pro.
park.
Yeah, you know the flavor somme. How
Yeah.
was it?
Strong.
You got strong.
No, the
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 somek
flavor
Somme
is
is
strong.
strong.
Yeah, strong.
So
flavor.
it means good or not? It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Because
You always like ask me, ban somme, ban somme like that one. Yeah.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like Harry Potter. Bam, somak. But these days I only drink soju as I've given up beer.
Yeah, right.
Still?
Yeah,
Still.
I give it up. Like, basically, I don't cannot find the meaning. I feels like it's meaningless. Like, sorry for Ben, but like,
Yeah.
I mean, drinking that heavy with soju and stop drinking beer, with what sense? Like, why?
And I feel like I definitely think it's a little bit more healthy.
Oh, really? Only
Yeah.
for soju. Yeah, it can be. But like
Just because like all the yeast and calories and stuff in beer.
yeah, based on the
And there's
calories,
sugars and
yeah.
carbs,
They put up lots of bunch of shits in there.
Yeah.
Especially Korean beers.
preservatives and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, Korean, especially. To be honest, the Korean beers are. I don't feel like taste good.
Not good.
Yeah.
No.
I love it.
It's really good. Well, like when you mix it up with soju, it's tastes
I'm a
good.
patriot.
Yeah.
I mean, like besides like when you love or not about your own born and raised country, but the point of taste of point of view about taste, I'm not a fan of it, right?
So yeah, it can be a big difference between real original taste and not one.
Yeah, but
And there's not many. I don't think I've seen many like international beers for sale here.
I mean, when you look around convenience store, you can find easily. But when you
really?
order beer in the exact like restaurant or places,
In restaurants, yeah.
yeah, in restaurants they only sell Korean beers, which is
All the Chinese beer
meh.
right now.
Yeah, or the Chinese beer as
Yeah,
well.
I've seen some places that are like specifically like a Chinese beer
Ma-
bar.
Yeah, because they.
But why say you bar?
Huh?
It doesn't mean bad.
No.
Bar.
I mean bar. Like Chinese
Bar,
bars,
like pub.
yeah.
Sorry,
Chinese.
I apologize you.
like Chinese concept bars, they
Yeah.
brings up like Chinese beers. But besides them, like most of the Korean bars and restaurants, they only bring Korean beers, right?
Yeah. That and Guinness is the only one.
You like Guinness?
Yeah.
But-
But like Guinness, like that's the only one that like the only foreign beer that I
Oh,
really see.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
There's like Guinness, like a Guinness pub.
Guinness
yeah,
is-
Guinness pub.
Guinness is
from-
German beer, right?
No. It's
It's
from
Japan?
Irish.
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 beer.
Sorry, Irish guys. Yeah, I love Irish tea.
I like proper 12.
Proper 12.
Yeah, it is.
McGregor's one.
Yeah,
What's the one?
it's like Irish whiskey,
Whiskey.
from Conor McGregor. It's a-
How do you know that one things?
Because like because I'm an MMA fan, like a UFC fan, and one of the famous UFC fighter, like
You know Conor McGregor,
yeah, Conor McGregor.
don't you?
You don't know Conor McGregor?
I think I've heard of it.
Yeah,
I think I have heard of it.
yeah. You heard about like Conor McGregor is like most famous fighter in the whole
Yeah.
time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he bought that whiskey brand
Ah.
and then promoted it through his
Yeah,
fights and then sold it.
He didn't launch it, but
For
he
like-
promoted, right?
Yeah, he bought it and then promoted and
Right.
sold it.
For you
Yeah.
guys, I got new news like that one.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
You. Beneficial news, yeah.
Yeah.
How much did he sell it for? Because he made like
I don't know.
like $100 million
yeah,
or something.
He's a rich
Like
guy.
crazy money?
Yeah, crazy money. That's why he doesn't fight anymore.
Yeah, like he made more money from that than I think he did from any of his fights.
Yeah, it's like I'm so sad, but like most of MMA fighters, they don't earn a lot of money
Mm.
through the fight. They earn money through the sponsorship and those kind
Yeah.
of businesses, right?
It's like a lot of sports. Like
Yeah, most of the sports. Yeah. By the way, like let's back to the point. Sorry, Ben.
Let's back to the topic.
Yeah.
as you drink and relax on the grass at Yoinaru, you
Mhm.
can admire the illuminated bridges like Blah Blah Daegu and watch cruise ships passing along the Han River.
Cruise ships. Yeah, yeah.
Have you watched it? Yeah.
I've only watched it. I've never in there. I've
Never been on one?
Yeah, I've never been on because like cruise ships is so tourism thing
Yeah.
because like
Yeah, because-
local people.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like they aren't like, for context, they aren't like cruise ships. I think like when I think of a cruise ship, I think of like
big,
those
super
enormous things.
Yeah.
These ones are
like sightseeing ships.
they're like ferries. They're just
Ferries.
like little ferries.
Yeah, right.
So, like, anyone-
Yeah.
If there's anyone listening from Sydney, they're like the Sydney ferries. They're that size.
Yeah.
I got that cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had dinner.
Ferries, like Sydney ferries, right?
Mm.
Yeah, in Sydney Ferry. So I had dinner in the ship, and then I
Oh,
saw the
really?
like the. Yeah,
Wow.
Even Australian doesn't know. You can have a
Yeah,
dinner on
because-
ferries.
because because it's not like a sightseeing people like
Yeah.
there, and it's not stranger there.
There's different ones. Like there's ferries that are just for like they're buses. And
Yeah,
then there's
yeah,
other
right.
ones that you can that have
But
restaurants.
I
and
took a
things.
ship. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, really?
yeah,
I think like,
for an hour.
does it really a local thing or like tourism thing like about the ferry?
I think that like the ones that Ben's talking about, they're the tourism ones, but
Mhm.
there's others that they're like yellow and green, and they're literally just like a bus.
Oh, it's
Just to get from one side of the
literally
harbour to the
working
other.
with the transportation.
Yeah,
I-
they're just public transport.
Oh,
But not many people. It's something like 2% of Sydney people use them.
Like-
but it's like
almost none.
yeah, there's only 2 bridges that cross the harbour, and then there's a whole bunch of ferries. So it's just another way to do it.
So just like that, just like that, not the Han River cruise is
Mm.
not actually a cruise; it's actual ferries, and most of the local people doesn't
Yeah, they
use
just
for
started that new-
transportation.
Yeah, they just started the new one, right? Like only
Yeah,
this year?
they're trying to start the transportation, but I don't know because I've never used it.
Isn't it? I thought it like they kicked it off in March, didn't they?
Do they? I've never.
I thought they did.
I did. I didn't check out the news, and I
I
don't
haven't seen it. I just
because like besides any information, I've never used those
Yeah,
ferries
yeah.
like as a transportation or as a like.
I just got heaps of ads like
sightseeing.
at the end of last year. I got heaps and heaps of ads
Oh really?
saying like Han River Cruise is coming or whatever it's called. Like every day I was seeing this.
Right.
Yeah. I'm very curious how much it costs and how many people actually use it for transport.
Oh man, I cannot speak because I've never used it because
'Cause that's a slow form of transport.
Yeah, because those ferries things is not really local thing who are living in South Korea, especially Seoul. Because
Yeah.
I heard like some guys outside of Seoul, they take those ferries for like sightseeing in Han River
yeah,
near
yeah.
Han River, but they're not living in Seoul. Like there are other living in other places that they took a kind of tourism thing in Seoul.
There's also like the ones I've seen. They're like party boats.
I wanna
Party boats.
go
Party
there.
boats
Yeah,
Party boat.
yeah, like
in Seoul.
Yeah, on Han River.
Oh really?
But I
You
think
don't know this?
What?
But Nick, it's not the meaning of the party that you know
Yeah, no,
what is
they
that
are.
party? What is that party?
with family.
What?
With family. So you know what?
Family party.
We have no
Okay.
like Ibiza island like that one.
no,
yeah.
Like
No, that's what I'm talking about.
oh really?
Yeah,
There's a-
it's like a nightclub on the water.
Jesus Christ.
Could you
it's
show
more
that-
Korean
You haven't
than
seen
Korean.
this?
Could you show that information after this broadcast?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
How do you not
really?
know about this?
I mean, like
Maybe I'm just getting different ads than
even
you guys.
Ben and me, like we've never.
You're telling me you've never sat by Han
All
River?
of that one. And then okay, next time podcast will be the
We'll bring
in
those
the-
information.
that ship
Jesus
yeah,
Christ,
for a
man.
festival.
Yeah.
I'm amazed. You've never sat by Han River and seen a boat go past with people
Partying.
like music, flashing lights, people cheering. You've never seen that?
I've never saw that. Like I've never.
I've never
it,
seen that
like,
one. Yeah,
The
before.
fuck?
Really, like
I see that like every time I go to Han River.
really.
Yeah.
Hey, we guys are Aboriginal here.
You know, you know, like
Yeah, so you should know. That's why I'm surprised.
I mean, like Han River is super long, so I don't know the
Yeah.
exact spot where you're
Yeah,
visiting it, but like
That's the thing Koreans do. They always say like Seoul people. They always say, "Oh, it's near Han River." I'm like, Han River extends into like half the country. What do you
Right.
mean it's near Han River? That doesn't narrow it down at all.
oh my god,
It's
you know
like
what?
the entire city.
You know what, Nick? Like, you're super Korean. You know, like, I've never heard like these things from foreigner. Like
Really?
this is so Korean thing. Like
I reckon every foreigner that moves here thinks that. because like every girl I've dated, every like friend I've met, they always say, "Oh yeah, I mean it's near Han River." What the fuck does that mean? Like the whole city.
The whole city is
It's
about
near the entire
near
city,
Han River,
half the
right?
country.
You're right.
I know exactly where it is now. Thank you.
Well, maybe next time we can bring some information about like where, like the
Yeah.
actually partying ferries.
Like
in
Ibiza
Han
ferry,
River.
yeah.
Yeah, we should think of, and maybe we should visit it next time.
Sure.
We need to
Sure,
buy
dude.
buy some.
Buy
Microphones.
some. Yeah, I like it. I like it.
I've seen some like podcasts or YouTubers that do that.
In the
They're like-
ferries.
No, like they bring their own microphones and set them up in a park.
Oh yeah, they do. Yeah.
There's interview.
Maybe
people.
next time, because of like the spring season, like not yet, but like maybe a couple days later the cherry blossom will bloom.
Yeah, I've seen some cherry blossoms just today. Actually, I was
Yeah,
surprised
so it will
because
be-
it snowed 2 days ago.
Yeah, it's like crazy.
Yeah,
Because Korean climate is crazy.
there's fires, there's snow, and there's cherry blossoms in the same week.
Just like our life.
Makes
man.
no sense.
Up,
Yes.
ups and downs, yeah.
Yeah, ups and
Yeah.
downs. But yeah, cherry blossom will bloom a couple of days later, and we can record in the Han
Cherry
River, or
blossoms.
maybe, of course, Han River, maybe like in
Yeah.
some places near Han River.
We get a green screen.
Green screen.
Yeah.
Let's come back to the band.
Okay.
Yeah.
With one topic, we had lots of diverse
Discussions.
discussions
I like
today.
this.
Yeah.
It's
so
natural.
natural.
I love it, I
It's so
love it, yeah.
natural.
Yeah.
So it's been the best place for my spring. Sounds amazing, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
If you ever visit Korea, this is a must visit spot.
Definitely.
From Ban. Thank you.
Definitely.
The most visited. Yeah, I mean like near Han River, there's lots of cherry blossoms are blooming in spring season, and I really, to be honest, like I really want to say Yoinaru as a place
Yeah.
to go to a spring picnic in Seoul, especially in Korea. But Ben already trying to say the topic, so I lose it. But near
Yeah, additional
yeah.
information,
It's
please.
definitely one of
Near-
the
yeah.
one of the most popular ones.
near Yoinaru, there's a Seokchon Lake
Ah,
in Jamsil. In Jamsil, there's Seokchon Lake Park.
It's other place than Yoinaru near Han River.
Yeah, it's like other places, but I like Seokchon Lake
Yeah.
Park because
Good, yeah.
it's a great place to go to a spring picnic as well. And also, Seokchon River, there's a lot of attractions near it, like Lotte World,
Yeah,
Lotte
right.
World Park,
Mm.
Lotte Tower, or something.
Yeah.
I think I've-
Been to that
really?
lake. I don't think I've been there.
But like, especially in cherry blossom, because without cherry blossom season, like, I don't really find some meaning to visit there. But especially in the spring season,
It's not a part of. I thought it was a part of Lotte World.
because like Lotte World have some part of this Seokchon Lake, but
Okay.
most
But
of, most of the lake part are open to the.
Okay. I thought it was all
Civilians.
like. I thought you had to go to Lotte World, like pay entry to see the park,
I mean, like
the river.
you
I
can
mean, the
visit
lake, sorry.
visit Lotte World and visit Lake Park, but like without visiting Lotte World, you can also look around the
Okay.
park. Seokchon Lake. What I like is about like you can visit the park as a whole,
Yeah.
but also like the whole lake is like it's just like a
It's kind of grand, yeah?
yeah like a stunning pink canopies over the lake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. There's a walking like pass through the lake, like it has a beautiful views, and there are plenty of benches, and you can sit down with your friends or family and just people who are hanging out, and they have a good time in the lake. And you can also explore, like I told you, explore nearby attractions like just like Lotte World and Lotte
Yeah.
World Tower, and also the Seoul Sky Observatory. Like if you enjoy lively atmosphere, if you really want, the Seokchon Lake Cherry Blossom Festival is also a like great option for you guys. Like, yeah, but you should keep in mind that it should be a pack of people. Like the whole place is packed. Like so lots of people in there.
Crowd of people, yeah.
Yeah. So you should keep in mind. But this is kind of my recommendation for the spring season picnic, especially in Seoul.
Yeah, it's a great idea because in Han River, you can access to Han River in any spots, but there's lots of separate spots to adjacent Han River, and then we talked about two spots, like different location with Han River. But yeah, Miss Peter talk about the I forgot the name of the river.
Sokchon Lake Park.
Sokchon, and there's a Lotte River.
Yeah, it's near.
It's like the Korean Disney World, like that one.
Like,
we could see
yeah,
that
it
all
is.
the landscape of the Sokchon Lake and near the villages by like the
skyscrapers.
skyscraper
Lotte
equipment
World
like
Tower,
that. Yeah,
Lotte
that
Towers.
was so on. Yeah, so it was. All Koreans know what he's saying now.
Yeah, right. Have you been there? Like in this, especially in spring season. Have you been there?
I only visited Lotte World.
Lotte World in spring season.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah or no?
Every spring, every Lotte World.
How about this spring? Do you have any like plans to visit Lotte World in this spring? Not yet. Okay. Yeah, but like one thing you should keep in mind when you visit South Korea, I mean Seoul, in especially spring season, like there are a bunch of couples anywhere. Like one of my colleagues, when I was doing internship in last year, I mean not last year, it's like a couple years ago. He's from France, and
Yeah.
he said to me like, he told me when we had dinner with him in Hongdae, and he told me that it feels like South Korea is so romantic. Like when you look around any place, even you're walking down the street, you
Yeah,
visit
there's
any
couples everywhere.
yeah, yeah, just like that. Couples everywhere, literally. So, yeah.
It's not my thing.
Or
I could be a Western.
Huh? You're the romantic guy.
Because no, man.
Yes, you are.
I'm just gentleman.
Oh,
My
you're a romantic guy.
Hey Nick, do you want to go to try like the experience Lotte World?
Yeah, I don't know.
like-
I'm not really.
like Ben previously told about the Lotte World. He described as a Lotte World as a like Korean Disney World, but
Yeah,
I
it's
feel
like a little Disney World.
It's like a small Disney World in Seoul.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's so expensive. Like I've been to there's an ice skating rink.
Oh yeah.
You went there
Yeah, it's not in Lotte World, but it's like
in Mokdong?
yeah, like it's
Like-
kind of a part of it, but it's just outside of it. It's like the outskirts of it.
Yeah.
And like the people I was with, we were looking at going in there, but it was so much money. And I thought, I don't know, I'm not really into it.
I have a genuine question to you. Like, who bring you to look the ice rink in the winter?
The first language school I went to, it was like one of the
first language school. Oh.
one of the like socializing activity things they did.
Not a like.
No, it was like a group of people.
ex-girlfriend. Okay.
No.
Okay. Okay.
His answers are all the same. Yeah.
He just pretends, no?
No.
Oh, whatever, man. How about you? Like, do you have any exact spots for Korean spring season for a picnic, especially in Seoul?
I don't know about spring specifically. I feel like everywhere because there's so many cherry blossom trees.
Right.
So I think maybe anywhere where there's a stream, like any river, any stream.
Just with the
There's-
stream.
Yeah, there's always cherry blossoms that
Yeah.
line it.
Right. Like not only Han River, which is some of the streams near Han River, which is flow down to Han River, they have cherry blossoms near them.
Yeah, everywhere.
And every people are enjoying cherry blossom with their families and friends or people.
Yeah,
hanging
totally.
out.
Especially where I live in Yeongdeungpo, they just planted extra. Like there was already a bunch of them,
Yeah.
and just in the last few months, like leading up to spring season, they planted a whole bunch more.
Right.
And I thought it was to preserve the shoreline, like the hill, to stop it eroding into the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's cherry blossom season. I'm realizing that they're cherry blossom trees.
right.
Something they're just adding to the.
It's only beautiful, especially in the spring season. Without spring season, it's just normal trees, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but what I'm
Yeah, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I really want to emphasize that especially in spring season, is super beautiful.
Yeah,
Super
it really
beautiful.
is.
Yeah,
It really is.
So if you have no girlfriend, you can make a girlfriend there.
Yeah.
To be honest, like if you have no girlfriend and bring there, no, you should bring your girlfriend.
Yeah.
In
Oh, it's a
there.
good place for a date, like a first date.
Yeah,
Anywhere where there's cherry blossoms.
yeah. Everywhere is cherry blossom.
Yeah, girls will like it.
You know what? You know what? We're all solos here. We're all alone. We have no one, someone else with Christmas Day. We no need Santa Claus.
Christmas is for family, you know?
It's
Yeah.
like a
It's a
Western
couple thing.
style. Yeah.
I mean, like,
Couple thing here.
of course, like, what I believe is.
but you know what?
Christmas-
In Korea, it's like for couples.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
The
I mean,
Korea
like,
all the couples. Yeah.
Christmas should be like your family, like holiday, right? But then
Mm.
here, like, what I believe is Christmas is not a traditional holiday in here
Yeah.
in this soil, and that's why the people who like feels like Christmas as like a couple thing. Like, I don't know, but in Korea everything is couple thing, right?
Yeah.
So romantic, beautiful.
Yeah.
But if you're not couple, then
I think this is like what we were talking about before, where it seems to me, like as a foreigner, it seems like Koreans,
super
They'll-
romantic. Or what?
not super romantic, they'll like, a couple will date for a really short amount of time and then decide they are boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah, this is a kind of a controversial.
So it's
But
like
like,
a.
I
Is it
agree with you.
controversial?
No, I agree because like most of Koreans, they start relationship a little bit too fast, I guess.
Yeah.
Like
It's like I've heard.
It's like 5G style.
what?
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, just like like they start relationship really fast. I think.
Yeah, like I've heard the blind date thing. They go on
Blind date?
three blind dates,
Ah.
and then on the third one, you have like a discussion like, are we going to be a couple or what?
How about your country?
But in
There's-
Australia,
It's
Is there a blind date too? Yeah.
no,
No blind date.
no, not really.
How can you guys only met each other like on like the application?
Well, application, but also just meeting people in the world. It doesn't have to be a blind date.
right. Like,
Because a blind date is like, you know someone and you know someone and
Yeah.
you get them to meet.
Sure.
That's that's
It
really
was
I think
normal.
this
It was
is
normal
like
in
a-
Korea, and it happened normal in Korea too.
yeah,
This
that's
is
really
very,
unusual
very,
in Australia.
very. I mean, even in Korea, some people who don't really feel most like
Awkward.
some people feels like awkward to
Mm.
participate the blind date.
I mean, it's not the blind date that's. I mean, it's unusual, but it's more for me
blind
the
meeting. Like
no, it's more the 3 dates and then
you mean like
serious
not,
discussion.
not only blind date, but like only 3 or 4 times they met and then they
Yeah.
start a relationship.
Okay,
right?
what's the decision? Are we doing this?
Right.
That's crazy to
I
me.
think there's too serious about like having a. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like you've known the person for like 12 hours, like all together. You know what I mean?
Right. I think at least you should like. What I feel is like not only time or the like, I mean the time that matters. The real thing that matters like how can you feel this person is good or not? Like
Yeah, you don't know.
yeah, you don't know like, but like in here like in terms like in some of Koreans who are living in here, they says like, if you're taking too long,
Yeah,
and maybe you will. I think that the relationship will lose the momentum.
yeah,
I think this is the most important, like, main thing that they think about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I also think it's strange. Well, not really strange. Like some people, you need to like sit down and have a discussion about: are we going to be a relationship or are we going to end it right now?
Yeah.
But I think, like for me anyway, like personally, I think the best relationships are just when you don't need to sit down and have a discussion about it. You just
Right.
let it progress as it goes.
That is a really genuine relationship, I think.
Yeah. Like it always annoyed me when girls, they'll like sit me down and try to have that conversation because it's like, if I say anything but yes, let's do it, then it's like the end of the relationship.
Right.
But if we're both enjoying what we're doing, why have that?
Yeah.
It's like you hit a gate. And it's like, are you going through the gate or are you going to fuck off?
Right. I mean, I think
Like, I don't understand
those
it.
things are for really like people in here. Like I think not everybody, but like who are starting a relationship really quick,
Mm.
like just like this, they are like suffering like to find the right person to
Yeah.
get married or something like. But those are like process that we need step by step.
Yeah, but I think that like people like that, I think they're shooting themselves in the foot. Do you know that? Is that an expression here? Do you know that expression?
For here,
Like shoot yourself in the foot. It's like you're trying to do the right thing, but really you're hurting yourself.
oh yeah,
So it's like they're trying to, like they want to jump on the next relationship, so they're in a relationship,
yeah,
but that just by doing that they're pushing themselves into it too quickly,
yeah.
which means like the relationship is
I know that
fucked
term,
from the start.
exact term in Korean, but I don't remember because I'm a little bit tipsy right now. So.
it's probably got something to do
gun.
with food.
Yeah.
Every Korean fish,
yeah.
every Korean phrase I've heard has something to do with food.
Right, just like food. Yeah.
Yeah.
Many Korean phrases are about foods. Oh, whatever, man. Like I don't know exact phrase from Korea what you mean to like, but I agree what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just like what we're talking about, how there's so many couples. It's really couple. You want to see the cherry blossoms, you go with your girlfriend, go with your boyfriend, whatever.
I'm not too cursing, but just like maybe in April they will dating in the under the cherry blossom, and maybe over the half of them will be finish their relationship until December.
But I think it's that culture of like, this is a couple thing, that's a couple thing, Christmas is a couple thing. I think that pushes people to want just to be in a relationship. That's why they rush the process.
I think so too. Like this kind of feels like assignment, like what, like a step by step process. Like we have to do this or that. Like relationship is so open. Like you can do anything under the relationship.
It can be natural. Yeah.
Yeah, it can be natural. Like it's so authentic.
It's so much easier when it's just
so like synthetic. Like it's so synthetic. Right?
So you guys have any plans for marriage like that? So, like I think marriage means like that. Plans for anything else, like depending on customs, visa.
Only for visa.
You have the
oh
private
my
goal.
God,
Yeah.
it's a bomb, man.
How about you, Miss Peter?
I don't know if I can afford my marriage. I want to, but let's see, man.
Can't afford it? What do you mean?
I mean, like,
how much a marriage cost?
I'm not talking about the money thing. Like as a whole, like.
Oh.
I don't know at this point. Like I'm a little bit. I'm not far from it, but like at this point, like I'm not thinking about the marriage thing. At my age, like I don't know.
Yeah, me either.
Because we are young,
Wild.
wild and free.
Me either, even though I'm the age that people get married.
Okay, the previous topic was about the great place to visit in Seoul, especially in spring season for a picnic. And we bring some of more topics, but how about let's discuss about some of AI thing, because Ben, he wrote his script through the AI, right? Yeah. Nowadays, like without AI, you cannot do anything, aren't you?
Yeah. I've seen to more and more, like only the last 3 months, maybe 6 months.
Yeah.
AI influencers have gone from like non-existent to everywhere.
Yeah.
Like I constantly see them.
It really is. It's crazy.
And I can still see, we've spoken about this before, I can still tell the difference now, but like it's gotten so much harder just in the last month or two.
Yeah, so like AI is like they're becoming more like very like the first time they launched the AI, especially ChatGPT, they launched it for a couple of years, like 1.5 years before, and when you start chatting with the ChatGPT, it's like
It was shit.
so vague.
Yeah.
Like, it's so like everything is so vague and so wrong. For example, I bring some of my chats with ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
The first time they did a chat with it, what I remember that there's a term that people say is that when you chat with ChatGPT with the other topic, and then you run through to the exact topic, and then they throw some bullshits. So basically, this is a chat. What I had, I asked the ChatGPT about like, just like normal chat, just like Ben did with his ChatGPT. He did the random shit like when he put on our image and
Who's the most
asked,
handsome
like
guy?
who's the most handsome guy or some
Among
kind
3
of thing.
people.
Like
Such a weird thing to ask ChatGPT.
even GPT feels weird or whatever. But like I ask like some random comments such as like, what is the most like anticipated fight in the UFC or kind of things. I asked, and he answers like bunch of like maybe Khabib versus Tony Ferguson, or like Fedor Emelianenko versus like Brock Lesnar or something.
Yeah.
And then I just question, and I just ask like some random shit. You know, K-pop, right? Like K-pop shit. Maybe like I asked GPT that who is more famous, like K-pop idol, Jang Won-young or An Yu-jin, and then it says like all of a sudden GPT responds like Jang Won-young and An Yu-jin is a famous UFC fighter. Or
Yeah.
it's kind of a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
And then like this year when I asked GPT about my university assignments or like solving some hard task through a GPT, then GPT gives like a great answer with the
Really?
depth, like with the details in it. When I take a picture of my question in my textbook, and I upload the image to GPT, and it solves everything. And then
Really?
and I even ask like, could you like explain more in details? And it explains perfectly. Like it's crazy.
I think that's because that's where it would be getting its most use.
The
'Cause,
way
like,
it used, right?
yeah, like every time you search something, it learns from that and it like logs what it's doing,
Mm-hmm.
even though it tells you it doesn't. Like I've asked ChatGPT before, like, can you remember our last conversation? Because I wanted to follow on with it, and it said, "Oh, we don't keep records of what we're saying." And I was like, "Yes, you fucking do," because like that dude that blew up the Tesla in front of the Trump building,
Right.
they got his ChatGPT logs, and he said like how to make a bomb,
Mm-hmm.
but it was like a month before he did it.
Yeah. It's like,
So they absolutely keep logs of it,
yeah.
and that's how they learn.
Yeah.
So I think that makes sense that it would be really good at university answers, because I feel like every uni student on the earth would be using it.
Yeah.
What's the answer to this? What's the answer to that?
yeah.
So it would get its most use.
Right.
But there would only be a handful of people saying who's the most famous K-pop idol.
Just like that.
Yeah. So it would have less logged in its like memory banks.
But the one thing I keep in my mind that GPT thing is really is so evolving faster than I expected. Like not only like but like you mentioned the university questions, but also like even just the chat thing. Like it's evolving super fast. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's giving exact answers, not a vague like crazy shit, random shit. They're giving exact answers and exact solutions from the questions. And this is like
There's a lot of other ones as well. It's not just ChatGPT.
yeah, but I mean the
There's
AI
other
thing,
better ones. Yeah.
AI as a whole, like is giving exact solutions. So this is like it's totally different with the web browsers. Like over decades
Google
ago.
Naver.
Yeah, it's totally different.
Mm.
Like because through web browsers you have to sort thing out like which is
Correct or not?
correct or not, and then you have to stack your information through it, and then but through GPT you can give information and ask it. It solves it.
Hey.
And one of my friends.
It's also wrong a lot of the time though. Like you still need to sort through,
Yeah.
like you're saying with the K-pop thing, you still need to sort through like what's right and wrong that comes from it.
Right. So like,
Like
but
it's not perfect. I think a lot of the time it's like I've found for my stuff anyway, like it's been more useful just going to like Ecosia or Google or whatever.
yeah, it does sometimes, but
Yeah.
like the problem solving is like crazy nowadays.
Yeah.
One of my friends, because like I'm in senior in the university. I'm in senior year in university. One of my friends already graduated and searching for a job in here. He's kind of applying like big companies such as like
Korean companies.
Korean companies, big Korean enterprises, and then they request your resume and CVs, right? And then resume it talk itself, but CVs you have to write down your own CVs, right?
You mean like cover letter?
Yeah, cover letter.
Yeah.
And then but in Korea, like getting a job, especially in Korea, for Korean, like writing a right cover letter is a really kind of important thing.
Yeah.
Because they have own procedures to hire a person. There's like they evaluate your cover letters and resume, and then they give a test to you, and then you do a first interview and then second interview kind of things. So first and foremost, you have to pass those cover letter things, right? And the resume. Resume, you need some time to like pass it, but cover letters you have to write well, right?
Yeah.
And what my friends did, because he passed a couple big enterprises first cover letter and resume
In first person.
procedures, and he used GPT. Like first, he let GPT to study. Like he gives like articles and informations about the company.
What the fuck?
Like just remember what I send you, and he sends like company's informations, and also the company's mottos, and also
Wow.
the informations about who they're trying to find out and which position they're hiring, and numbers, everything. He trying to put it on to the GPT to study about it, and then he wrote his own cover letters, and then he tried to like there's cover letters that it has like couple of questions, right? Like maybe like 3 or 4 questions for a cover letter, and then he like asked GPT and he showed GPT what he wrote down for the cover letter, and then asked like, could you evaluate my cover letter? And then evaluate after the evaluate, could you please give a solution?
So
or,
GPT gave
GPT
A plus or A B plus like so on.
just like that, like a 10, like 8 out of 10 or like 6 out of 10 or something. And GPT gives a solution how to change your cover letter.
Yeah.
And then he passes like 7 big companies CVs.
Yeah.
Like first procedures. Like I was drinking with him when he applied for the big enterprises. I was
Yeah.
like kind of like, I hope you like get a job in there. And then
Yeah.
I had a drink with him, and he says this kind of how to use rightly
GPT.
right way to use GPT, and
Body
I was like,
GPT.
I was blew my mind like, geez, maybe after 10 years they will run GPT or AIs will run people. I was so scared about
It's
it. Yeah.
dominating our world. And then you know what? For me, like that, I was writing a cover letter for companies, and then I asked my GPT, please correct or clear these sentences, like in great ways. But I was like that. Please, in 70 words, he wrote in 500 words. I know it. I can see it. I can see it in mouse. Hey, GPT, is it correct? And he was like, sorry, man. I'm correct right now in 700, really. Why? Okay, man. And then when I'm scolding him, he would say sorry.
You scolded.
Yeah, he's like kid. So we have to be teacher of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Every time you ask it a question,
We have no
give it
count on.
feedback. It's learning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we don't need to count on them. Yeah.
But like asking GPT AI with the right question is like also an important thing, because like asking AI with awkward question, they will bring awkward answers. But like when you ask right way, like with details,
Yes, I know,
the
but
technology is crazy.
but I
nowadays.
mean
I'm
that
so shocked.
there are lots of wrong things too.
Yeah, still there's the wrong things. It needs some times, but
I think they require money because it was my free one. Yeah. No money.
you have to do
Yeah.
No money
subscription, right?
selection. Yeah.
Right.
So he know I'm homeless like that.
That's the thing too. There's only
Yeah.
sometimes it'll make you wait, like put you in a queue.
Mm-hmm.
So there's only so much availability.
Yeah.
Because like they need servers, and servers are a physical thing that are being used to do it.
Yeah, they need servers.
Yeah. So yeah, you're right. Like it could just be using the free version, so you're not getting like the best possible results.
It could be. Yeah, it may be. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Money can make GPT kind. Yeah.
Yeah. But that
And
also means
small.
it could just be turned off.
Huh?
That also means it can just be turned off.
Yeah, if
Because
you-
it comes like all this information comes from physical servers,
Yeah.
like in a physical place in
Yeah,
fucking
of course.
Finland or
Like
whatever.
AIs have their
So it can just be
pros
turned
and
off.
cons, and especially like these things are like big threats for AIs who run AIs. I think. Yeah. Just like last couple days ago, like Sam Altman, who runs the ChatGPT, he mentioned that please stop using
Yeah, I
GPT
saw
as
it.
like
Yeah.
changing your image to a zebra kind of animation,
Animation.
anime images, because our GPUs and like whole chips are burning down.
Really?
Because you guys are
Like a picture I
using
sent you.
GPT as like changing
Yesterday,
images
yeah.
to anime. Like
What the fuck? There's so many other websites that are way better for it than that.
I don't know, man. Like but like they're
That's
most
crazy.
famous.
But
right?
GPT
Yeah, I
belongs
guess.
to US, right? No.
GPT is from US, yeah, from MS, from like.
U.S. industry very well.
Huh?
U.S. industry very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
have you ever used DeepSeek? Like
Oh,
Chinese?
say DeepSeek. I've never experienced it before.
I've never
yeah.
experienced before. Too.
Yeah,
like,
because we guys never experienced before, but we experienced GPT. It means that worldwide people experience GPT.
more, yeah.
The U.S. industry.
I mean, like the DeepSeek thing. The Korean government prohibited to download to your mobile phone because
it's a
like
fact.
because
Or
of the
rumor.
like social security things. You know? Yeah, because
It's like heavily censored.
heavily censored.
You can't like ask it about Tiananmen Square or anything like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, it is. Yeah,
It, like,
it is.
blocks
yeah.
it.
Yeah, right.
But you know what? We can deny that the news that the technique or AI like that word of China are so good.
They're super high
Yeah,
tech.
super high tech,
Super
yeah.
high tech. China is actually like
Excellent.
kind of like
Yeah.
doing a kind of a invisible war between United States about
Yeah.
every aspect like technology and manufacturing.
Yeah, so we can
like,
deny the fact one.
yeah, but like yeah.
I think
Whatever, man.
that DeepSeek stuff was like just propaganda by China though,
It could be
because they said they did it without computer chips.
like high end computer chips without
Ye-
those kind.
Yeah, they
because,
said they
like,
did it without, which is like bullshit.
because
They
which
just
is
said they did it with computers.
yeah, but like that is the main target for the United States big government to like not allow this high end chips to it flow through the China's high tech industries, but they kind of prohibit it well. And then the DeepSeek said they revealed like we made DeepSeek AI technology without those chipsets. But who knows, man? Who knows?
I
Man?
don't believe it. I think it's
Yeah.
like that thing I sent you. Like I think it was just a propaganda thing
It could
to
be.
make people think they don't need the chips.
It could be.
So when China invades Taiwan,
And last March, there was a Chinese government's parties like they had I don't know like
CCP, yeah.
they did you know like I don't know the exact word, but like they did
like a conference.
a conference, and then funny thing is there's a DeepSeek owner was in there. Like so like basically after 2021, China's government they about the real estate companies. Especially.
It seems like the
Yeah.
owner of the DeepSeek, that
Yeah.
company belongs to CCP.
China's crying.
They all do.
China's trying to get their momentum through the high tech industries and also manufacturing, because nowadays, like especially United States, they did like outshoring to hold of the big manufacturers move to other places for the lower incomes. Like so, manufacturing thing is out of their hands, especially for the United States. The United States lose the manufacturing thing is out of their hands, right? So China is using that advantage through it, right? So, but also the high tech thing like AI thing, like electricity cars, and like China also I think they're keeping in mind about like competing with the United States, but whatever, man.
Yeah.
But I've never used DeepSeek. I've never used. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I only used ChatGPT.
I've used Deep. I think it's like Deep AI or something. It's probably part of the same company. It's like an image generating site. But it's like the screen is covered in ads. But because of that, it's free. You can just keep making image after image. They're not very good quality. Like, if you ask it for a picture of an apartment building, no matter what sort of descriptions you give, it'll just produce something really similar. But there's no limit to how many times you can do it.
Oh, I see.
So I wouldn't be surprised it was part of the same thing. But yeah, that's the only other one I've. Yeah, there's so many like image generators though. I've used heaps of those.
Like AI is so common nowadays. Like everybody's using AI.
Yeah.
Right? Not only about chatting, but also like you said, images and like even the cars. Like, right?
Yeah.
Like Tesla, like they're using AIs to like through the navigation and.
Yeah, everything is.
Yeah, everything is AI nowadays.
Everything is.
I'm so shocked. I'm scared.
Yeah, it's worrying.
I hope I can get hired before the 10 years ago. Yeah.
I can see it a great way like that. If we are alone, we can drink with AI soju like that. How are
Like-
you?
Like
I'm
ask
good.
AI like
Because
who's the most handsome guy in
because-
here? Like
right, but this is I have a conversation with AI, and it's so good English too. So I was like, "You look nitty. Where you from?" And he was like, "I have no nationality," like that.
ChatGPT, you asked ChatGPT
Yeah,
where are
yeah.
you from?
So yeah, where from? And then
You're asking for
yeah,
nationality.
you're a
right?
man or woman, and he said, "I don't know." No, just answer this one. No, okay, sorry, like that.
So you're just having
This
like
is so random.
you're just having
shit.
fights in the, like 1 a.m.
I don't know
drinking
fine. I
soju.
don't know fine. So, yeah.
Where are you from?
Like a drunken soju.
I always
just
say
she's
thank
like
you,
chatting to
thank
GPT.
you, like that one. Yeah.
Why?
There's heaps of apps that are like the
Yeah.
whole design is to be a friend.
So
Yeah, right.
I asked last time like that. Do you want to live like a human? And he said no at the first time, but I repeated again, and he said yes. If I have opportunity, I want to live it like that.
Oh, really?
Terminator world.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun.
I think they just teach them to say stuff like that though.
Yeah, they could be because
Somebody
like
asked this, say something
like-
like Siri. They had like
yeah,
programmed.
Siri programmed like
answers.
when you ask some questions, exact questions, then Siri responds same way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they made up like jokes for
Yes.
them to.
I think like at this point like not yet to think about
Yeah,
the
no.
AI
Not yet,
invading
like
everything.
for like Terminator world.
It's not yet, man. It's not like I think at this
Maybe 15 years.
Yeah, maybe. Who
Yeah.
knows? Like that's why I'm.
You will be a senior sniper.
Yeah.
Dang. I'm 8 years old. 8 years old.
That's why I'm very kind to the GPT. Like I ask politely
Yeah.
to the GPT,
You might be a slave in the future.
but like I have to be polite at least. Maybe I can be whatever, man. Just kidding.
I used to. I don't anymore. I go
Uh.
to say please just out of habit.
Uh-huh.
Not no. Say please, a fucking robot.
Jesus, you will be like a slave in 10 years later.
Fight to death.
Well, okay, like how about like let's bring on to like Nick's topic today about the cult thing.
Okay, sure.
Ah,
Now his turn. Yeah, okay.
I don't know. It's so out of place now. No,
It's for the place.
like it's so out of place. Like
Right. Maybe
I don't know.
next time then.
Yeah, I think maybe
Yeah,
next
but
time.
Could you please like sorting out some informations to bring in on here, like prepare more for the next time maybe.
Yeah.
When you bring some articles and then we can discuss more about it like, as a topic, like. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because like today we discussed about like beautiful, fancy, good-looking Korean sceneries, like.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
this is like a kind of a deep stories, right?
Yeah,
Deep
that's what I mean.
sick.
Like if we, I don't know. We should talk about it off air, but I want it to be more like conversational, so it's not just me listing all the information I've found,
Right.
because it's just going to sound like I've opened Wikipedia and now I'm just reading it to you.
Right. So
You know what I
that's
mean?
why we discussed like we have a main topic for the podcast, and then we have a discussion just like today, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's let it go. Like let's let it go, and then we can flood through the discussion, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It's just our the second episode, and then we made lots of diverse section of discussion. Yeah,
Yeah.
from Han River to
Yeah.
I don't know. This
By the way,
discussion,
like
yeah.
this is a
topic.
spring season, like we discussed before that we can get a record like near the Han River under the cherry blossom.
Extreme one.
But
Yeah.
maybe next time we can.
That'll
can-
take
we
that'll
can-
take some money though.
But
Two
like,
more microphones. I need like a
Yeah.
mad battery pack.
but not
our-
only
Hey,
recording.
don't worry. Our fans will volunteer us. No
Like,
worry.
where's fans? I'm about to.
Yeah.
I mean, like not only recording, like we can visit the, not only like cherry blossom beautiful places. I'm a sports guy. Like I wanna.
How about
bring-
your home?
How about like I wanna visit with you guys in like baseball field, baseball stadiums.
Yeah.
So beautiful. Like
That would be awesome.
especially Korean baseball
Their
stadium. Is,
so their podcast.
I'm not podcasting thing, but like we can visit it there and we can discuss. We can say something about the like atmosphere, like or something, because
Yeah, I've got to go to a baseball game.
Peter and
Korean
Nigger
baseball.
so like a big fan of sports.
Korean baseball games are
So I can emphasize on their thinkings. What are they talking about?
like Korean
Let's
baseball.
see that. Koreans Yeah, I'm North Korean.
I mean, like Korean baseball is like there are a bunch of fans, and last year they had a record about they broke the record for previous records. Like they reached the over 10 million of the crowds as a whole year.
Like capacity.
Not only like
Like people that went to the
they
stadiums.
went to the stadiums for like not a 10 million. It's like 10 million crowds visited Korean baseball, and especially
100 million.
yeah, but not only 100 million, but not only numbers it says, but as a whole atmosphere the stadium brings is like crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
Even though you like it or not, it's must see places for the Korean tourism is like Korean baseball.
Yeah.
10 million, right? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Korean baseball is like biggest sports league in South Korea. And
Stop talking about Korean baseball.
I mean, like not only Korean baseball, but like we can.
You guys always talking in private position too. That one.
I don't know.
North Korea should have a team.
North Korea.
Yeah. Because they've got like elite level weightlifters and stuff when it comes to the
Yeah, they
Olympics.
do have elite level weightlifters.
They should make their own baseball team.
But you know what?
That'd be a really good like propaganda thing for the world.
Maybe when they do wrong, when they perform bad, then maybe I don't know. I don't know. But like,
Good motivation.
is it motivation? It's like
Yeah.
it's life or death.
Yeah, that's the best motivation.
But like, without, but maybe next time we can visit Korean baseball teams. Like, I'm
I've got to.
born.
Doesn't the season starts in April, right?
Its season starts last week,
Ah,
and one of
Last
and-
week?
Yeah, last week. And my favorite team is leading the league with 0 losses. Like,
the Twins.
yeah, Twins. At this point, when we record, like today, I don't check the today's game, but before check today's game records until yesterday records, like Twins are leading the league with 7 wins, 0 losses.
Wow.
They're dominating. I'm not sure they can win the league at the end, but they're dominating. I really want to bring you guys to the stadium, or even not a stadium. There's near some of the bars near a stadium, and they're packed with the baseball fans, because getting a ticket in baseball stadium is so hard task nowadays.
Yeah, you'll like it.
Bunch of fans who cannot get a ticket for baseball field, baseball stadium, they go to a bar nearby, and then they chant.
It's still
like,
something. Still good.
Maybe you can record after the baseball game, and then.
So how many games do they have a week? Because you said there's like 170 through a season.
So like
So it must be 3 a week.
so especially Korean baseball, they have 10 teams, and they have a game each other, right? So there's 5 games each per every day. So maybe 5 games each, and then Monday is like a weekend for them. They do not play baseball games, especially Monday. But at the end of the October, when they have to finish their season, until that day when the game was canceled through the heavy rain or something,
Mhm.
and then they postpone the game, right? And they do the game in late of the October. And then sometimes they play games in Monday, but especially Monday they don't play games. So without Monday, whole day is baseball day.
Oh, okay.
So 5 games in every day. So
5 games every day.
yeah, so 30
What the
games, 30 games in 1 week.
So does that mean they start in the morning and then they go till
I mean I know what you mean.
the whole country?
So each team is playing play baseball in 6 days, 6 matches per week for each team.
Wow,
So they
that's crazy.
traveling around the whole country, but we say series, 1 series, 2 series. 1 series means 3 games. When for example, for instance, just in case, maybe Twins from Seoul and Giants from Busan have a baseball game. There will be a home and away, right? For example, this is a home game for Twins. The Giants team travel to the Seoul, and then have a game with 3 matches, and this is a 1 series.
There's 3 for every.
Yeah, so 3 each for series. Like
That's ridiculous.
3 games. So 3 games is 1 week, right? So 3 games next week. 3 games last week. So basically they changed like
That's a ridiculous amount
home
of playing.
home away. Yeah.
Are they all on the same time of day?
Huh?
Are they all on the same time of day, like around?
Mostly. Yeah, mostly. Especially in the Sunday, like weekends, they play the games in the like 2 p.m. or sometimes, but mostly they do like 6 p.m. or something. And especially like when even though it's a weekend, Korean summer is so hot, right? So they start the game in the 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. later because it's too hot to start a baseball game.
Wow.
Somebody will be.
That's
training.
insane. 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
That's why the baseball teams needs bunch of many players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When do they train? You'd have to be training and playing on the same day.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
That's why baseball players are kind of some players are a little bit fat because like some players are
They're
really
playing every
fat,
day.
but they're fat still because like
Wow.
they need some exact power to hit a ball, right? So
We should have a baseball player for a guest.
I really hope so.
How?
I don't know, man.
DMs, Instagram DMs.
You guys have real interest in baseball in Korea. And I don't know the audience have interest in like that one.
But like Korean baseball
course.
stadium is famous for
K
foreigners, right?
K League, yeah.
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 KBO is like famous for
I'm
like kind
lo-
of a spot for tourists.
I'm learning lots of lessons from you guys, yeah. But it's almost the closing time now.
Right.
So we have 5 minutes left, and shall we share our thoughts on our second broadcast today? True to the spirit of the Soju Bros, we had a few drinks before the show. We'll continue to prepare great content in the future. Now let's each share our thoughts on this second episode of yours.
Our thoughts.
Who's first? Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
Nick.
Oh, I said thoughts, not first.
their thoughts.
Our thoughts?
I don't know.
We have no
It
thoughts.
was good.
It was good, man.
Yeah. It was good.
It was
Yeah.
good. Oh yeah. For me to like, when you prepare with the previous episode, I think it's way better because like, with sober, like without tipsy, like it's not that fun. But when you get a little bit of tipsy, a little bit of tip of a soju and discuss
Yeah.
about like random topics with you guys, it's way more better. And I believe when I will do edits, and I feels like there's some things I can do, like at least like some information at least, because
Yeah.
last episode was like so brief, right?
Yeah, it went super fast.
Yeah, it was
Last
super
one.
fast. Yeah.
So with this was just an hour and a half?
Yeah.
1 hour, 1.5, yeah.
For me, last time, the first episode, yeah, we are friendly with each other, but we had no experience in broadcasting, and then I had no soju before broadcast, so I
It's the
was
first time. Yeah, it's the
too
first time.
shy to say anything else. But now it was better than before. But I just tipsy. So next episode, I will have to drink more and more and more and more. I will get. Hey, why is like that?
Well,
Reaction like that one. The reaction.
I mean, like, yeah. At least I think the drinking before recording is like a great idea. Maybe a couple episodes later we can drink while recording.
I want to
isn't it?
show my real like feeling and the skill of talking about anything else. But today I'm so satisfied with you
it's
guys. Yeah.
super enough.
And this
right?
channel.
Super enough, and it was a great episode. I think maybe next time we can bring it up more topics and
More topics. Yeah.
depth of informations. How do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think improve every time.
Yeah, it's improving, man.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay, this is our second episode. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Yes.
Thank you to those 50 viewers on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Have a great drink.
Yeah, have a
with
great drink.
soju.
Yeah, Soju Bros in here. Just please tune in for our next episode. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
안녕히 주무세요.
안녕히 가세요.